much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the...
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Reed, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Eluding the pressure right. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They run the counter now on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Five yards remain on second down. And now here's a carry heading left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. More from L.A. in a moment. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for the deep ball. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. It's a big play there for Seattle.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Reed, and this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. It fights. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them.
So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Seahawks.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Manziel going to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now we will get another look at Seattle's offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You have the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
2nd and 5. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 4.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
It's a gain of 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 16. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a handoff looking right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Victory formation, time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Down to a knee goes Manziel, and that should be your ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share them with the home team.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and they were spurred on by a strong performance performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.